Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Amarachi here again. Yeah, welcome to all my returning subscribers, like to you that have clicked to subscribe from the very first day you saw my video. I'm really grateful. This is me saying a very big thank you for always coming back to see what I have to say. And to as many that have seen my face for the first time, I'm really grateful for that you clicked on this video just to see what I have to say. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. But I would also love to plead that you try and subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button, the red button. It costs you nothing actually. Just all it takes is for you to just click on it, subscribe, like, turn on your notification so that whenever I post a video you'll be notified. Thank you so much for as many of you. I really do not know what to say. I have nothing to offer but to say a very big thank you. Yeah, this journey has been an amazing one and we are still learning in the process. I'm assuring you guys that you will not regret ever clicking to subscribe. In this channel I do a lot of I'll be doing it because I'm still new here. I'll be doing a lot of sit-down videos. I'll also be doing vlogs, even though life is a bit boring, but yeah, I'll be doing vlogs and also sometimes mukbang and also just general stuff. So if this is the kind of content that you're interested in, please subscribe and enjoy. Yeah, so today's video I'll be talking about my pre and post Nysc experience. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. So yeah, let's just dive into the video. Yeah, so pre Nysc experience, that's my life before Nysc. So yeah, after school I was at home for like I think 4 months before I went for Nysc, and trust me, it was not easy. It was not the most easy 4 months of my life, trust me, because I went to school in the same state, like basic primary, secondary, university. Yeah, it was that bad. At a point I got so tired and fed up, like I was like, no, I'm tired of this. I'm really tired. And I just wanted to leave. At that point I just wanted to leave. The thing is, at that point I was so tired. All that I had in mind was just to leave. I was fed up of the town. So for some of you that do not know, yeah, I grew up in Delta State, or a lot of people, in short, everybody doesn't know this. I grew up in Delta State, and then I grew up in a town called Saple. God, that town is boring. There's absolutely nothing meaningful going on in that town. So you can understand when I say I was done, like I was tired. So 4 months seemed like forever for me, but then yeah, finally Nysc registration started. I was so happy. As a matter of fact, I was among the first set of people that went to register. Reason being that yes, I was happy that finally I'll be leaving, and secondly I really wanted to go to Lagos. Yeah, Lagos, everybody wants to go to Lagos, and they always tell us then that if you want to feel Lagos, you better be be quick about it, be among the first people that will go and register and everything, because a lot of people, in short, as a matter of fact, if you leave everybody in Nigeria, everybody wants to go to Lagos. So yeah, I was among the first sets that went to register. I got there, I registered and everything, and yeah, luckily Lagos was still open. I filled Lagos and everything. So yeah, so the waiting period started. Like after your registration, you have to wait for call up later to come and everything. And yeah, we waited. Finally, call up later came, and fortunately I wasn't posted to Lagos, but fortunately I was posted to Lagos, Ogun State, and I was still happy. I was like, well, it's just as if I'm asking for meat and they gave me fish. I'll take it regardless. So yeah, I was happy. I was so happy that finally Nysc has come, and I'll be leaving this boring and I don't know town. Yeah, I got home that day. I could still remember the happiness in me. I met my mom. I was like, God, it has finally happened, because everybody was just bothered about me. I was so tired. I just couldn't take it anymore and everything. And then when it finally happened, happy, and yeah. So fast forward to the day that I was to leave. I woke up that morning very, very early, and yeah, I could remember my mom praying for me, wishing me well and everything. My dad drops me off at the park. Off I go to Ogun State, and yeah, I got to the camp. It wasn't easy, registration and everything, but yeah, I survived that. And was put in a plateau. For those of you that don't know what NYSC is, NYSC is a mandatory 1-year service that you have to undergo as a Nigerian student. Like, if you graduate in Nigeria, you have to serve before you can be able to work, because that's one of the that is a major thing. Like, you just have to do it as a Nigerian student after graduation. Yeah, so I got to the camp. I registered, did everything. So I really wanted to join Nysc Broadcasting Center, but unfortunately I got there late. So and by the time I got there were no slots was available anymore. So yeah, and at the end of the day, because then they will tell us, especially my 12ers, is that if you want them to post you to a good place, you have to be useful during camp, get yourself involved in 1 or 2 activities in camp, and all of that. So that was the major reason why I even wanted to join. Not like I had passion for it, but unfortunately that didn't work out. So yeah, I just said anyway, I just started enjoying my stay. But the most frustrating part is that morning wake ups. Like, you have to wake up very early in the morning, especially when it's cold. You have to bathe with very cold water. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but then I'm grateful for that experience as well. So yeah, NYSC was fun, enjoyed and everything. And fast forward to the day where they will post us to a different PPA. That was where the whole gagan started. Everybody was like, oh, where would they post me to? And then stepping in Ogun State, there's a place they call Ogun Waterside. More people were just saying all manner of bad things about that place. If they post you there, you'll be frustrated, you'll be this, you'll be that. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't do anything during NYSC. You shouldn't post me to a useless place. I'll start regretting, and everything. But yeah, we got to my turn. They called me. I collected my letter. To even open it became a problem. I was like, God, help me so that I'll get a good place. That was just a prayer I prayed. I was like, God, please, I just need your help in this. And lo and behold, I opened and I saw one major producing company. Like, they deal on beverage and sausage, very major, like very popular in Nigeria. I was like, although at first I didn't know, right? But then I started asking questions. Please, do you know where this place is? What do they do? This, that. And I met one girl. I showed her and she was like, wow, this place is an eatery. Why would they post you to an? I was like, God, I'm finished. Eatery. What will I go and do in an eatery? I was like, God, this is it. It just started. And then I met another person. Please, do you know where this place is? Can you tell me what they do and everything? Because then I didn't know what they were into. I just saw their name and everything. So the guy was like, wow, did you work it? I said, no, I didn't. He was like, you're lucky. This place is a very nice place. They're into beverage and sausage production. I was like, really? But I just met someone and the person said eatery. The guy laughed. I was like, which eatery? This is a very big firm. As a matter of fact, they even pay their coppers. I was like, wow. Okay. I said, okay. I said, God, thank you. I said, this prayer came to pass. Like, we got to the house, as a first timer now. There's this coppers lodge where everybody will go at first before you start fixing yourself, if you want any personal accommodation and everything. So we got there, now as newbies. Oh, where were you posted to? Oh, what's your PPA? And then anybody that I told that is this, they'll be like, wow, did you work it? I'm like, this one everybody's asking me, did you work it? That means this place must be a very nice place. So that was when I became gingered. I was like, yes. Yeah, so the next day, trust me, now was so up and doing. I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, let me go and see this place. Everybody's asking, did you work it? And then we got there. It was as in a very big firm. They're into beverage, sausage, just like that guy told me. I was like, wow. to tell you how lucky I was, they posted me to the same firm where they posted Miss NYC. Like, really? I'm like, when I knew that she's Miss NYC, I was like, you mean they posted you here? She was never like, I'm like, wow. Me, I didn't do anything. I did not do anything during NYC, and here I am in the same place where they posted me. I was feeling so good, like with myself. I was, it was just the both of us that they posted there. The other couples that they posted to the same time with us, they posted them to schools. So yeah, fast forward to finally coming to the town, starting work and everything. Now normal, they'll tell you, oh, they'll give you 1 week to go get ready, come back and everything. More. Another nightmare was the town. The town was I don't know. It was as if they were still backward. I'm sorry to say. Like, how can they still be, God, like the town alone will even put you into depression. It was that bad, but luckily for us, we were much. So we went to visit the KBC of the town, and he encouraged us, he advised us. It was like he even has an apartment where we can stay for free. So that it would be nice that all the couples get to stay together, so we can all watch out for each other since we are foreigners in the town. About myself and 4 other people were posted there at the same time. So the KBC gave us his lodge and everything, and that was where we stayed. Well, NYC, the 1 year wasn't really that it wasn't that rosy, because the town was just a normal village, no really fun hangout locations except you want to go to Ijebu long, and so once in a while. There was nothing, no bank, no nothing. It was just a small town with people that, well, I survived, right? I survived. So the company, nice company, nice management and everything. They even promised to retain myself and the other lady that they posted there. We're so happy, at least, after NYC, we won't have to go through what other people goes through and everything, or what other people go through, search for job and everything. We're just going to be retained, and our life will just be all soft and good. So we're happy and everything, putting our best. Well, another thing I didn't like about the company was the night shift. So as someone that works in the lab, where we had to work 3 shifts, morning, afternoon, night. I'm cool with the morning, I'm cool with the afternoon, but you see, the nights, we are not friends at all. It wasn't easy, but then we survived for a year. So after NYC, we're waiting now. You guys said you retain us or more. These guys just just fashion aside. They didn't even say anything, although we're asking constantly. And before the whole thing ended, they were like, since the both of you are the first set of couples that were posted here, definitely you'll be retained and everything. We even heard it from the boss's mouth that you'll be retained, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So you can imagine my frustration knowing that I'm going back to that town again and everything. It wasn't easy. So NYC I finished NYC in April, and April, May, June, July, August, I was in that town. It was not easy. It was not the fun 4 months. It was not easy at all. And then in August, I was just like, no. So I'm telling you about my post NYC experience now. So in August, I was just like, no, I can't just take this anymore. I can't just stay in the house doing nothing. I really need to go out there. I want to work. I want to make money. Blood just the odds. I want to make money. I want to be independent. I'm tired of depending on my parents. So I told my mom, I was like, Mommy, see, I'm not staying again. No, you see this Lagos, I'm going. At least, since there are a lot of job opportunities there, let me just go and see what happens. My mom was like, okay, no problem. She encouraged me that it's okay, it's fine. I also told my dad it's fine. So my mom called a younger brother that I'll be coming over. So as at when I made up my mind I was going to go, I started submitting CVs and I went to jobs in Lagos, started looking for vacancies and I started submitting CVs and everything. So fortunately for me, a company called me, although it was nothing, it has nothing to do with what I studied. But then because I was just tired, I was like, no, let me just go. And it's also a very good company that is well known. I was like, why not? So I told my mom was like, wow, why not give it a try and everything. So the invites came a day before the interview and I was like, God, what am I going to do? My mom was like, no, we can do this. Luckily for me, it was by 2, so I started getting ready that day. As early as 5 the next morning, I was up. My mom prayed with me. My dad dropped me. My dad and my younger ones, they dropped me at the park, and off I went to Lagos. Yeah, so I got to Lagos and my first experience wasn't good at all. My first Lagos experience wasn't good. Yeah, everybody has a first Lagos experience. Mine happened the very first day I got to Lagos. It wasn't good. So I didn't dress up for the interview. I just wore a casual because I didn't want to look all, tired, dirty and everything. I just folded the stuff I'll be wearing for the interview in my handbag and then I wore a casual. My intention was when I get to Lagos, I'll look for somewhere, probably an eatery or something, change into the interview clothes and then go. So yeah, and I got there, I got to Aja and I didn't really see any eatery close by, but unfortunately for me, I saw a tailoring shop and then I entered. I pleaded with the lady, please. I explained to her, she accepted and I went in. She helped me in everything. So after changing, I left. I boarded the bus to where the interview, the place for the interview, only for me to I lied from the bus, let me bring out my phone and check again, like we confirmed the address and everything. Your sister leave from where she for change clothes. It was not funny. It's funny right now, but then it wasn't. I stood at that's as in I just stood there for like complete 5 minutes. I was like, God, what am I going to do? Like this is becoming something, like I was becoming, let me not say frustrated, but then everything was, you have interview. I was already running late for that interview. And then I said, no, I cannot leave my phone. Obviously, I knew I left it where I changed because I used the torch at some point. So I said, no, that I must go back there. That's how your girl went back. I went back. Yes, I did, and I got there. The shop was locked. I just stood there, put my hands on my waist, and like, God, what is this? What is this today? I said, no, devil, you're a liar. You can't do this to me today. That was just where I stood, and fortunately for me, the lady walked by. I was like, oh ma, please, I think I forgot my phone in your shop. She was like, yeah, she saw the phone and she was just waiting for me to come back and ask for it. And luckily for me, she gave it to me and I went back. I got to interview venue. Everywhere was already filled up. Like I was 4 hours late. When I walked in, everybody was just looking at me. Who is this unserious human being? Who is this unserious human being? Interview that they put, the interview that was for 2, you're coming in around 5 or thereabouts. Like, anyway, me, I didn't even send any of them. I just sat down, and then started calling. It got to my point finally. It got to my turn finally. I went in. I answered all the questions correctly. I was like, I'm very sure of this job. These guys are going to call me and everything. Meanwhile, on the other hand, my uncle was busy disturbing me. Amara, where are you? Where are you? That one has called my mom up to 5 times. I've not seen Amara. I was like, but sir, I told you now that I have an interview. That's on the other hand, Jerry. And to cut the long story short, I got to his house around 11 p.m. When I got there, my uncle just stood and was looking at me. You don't know this is Lagos. You think this is Delta? You think this is Sapele Abi? This is Lagos. Where are you coming from? I just narrated my ordeal for the day. He was just looking at me. I was like, "Child, sorry. Just took me to my room." Yeah. So that passed. Fast forward to the waiting period. I was waiting because we were like, now normal interview, we'll get back to you and everything. That's how I just stayed. I was waiting for them to get back to me. I was in Lagos throughout September, August. I got to Lagos August, September. I was still waiting for these people to get back to me. And towards the middle of September, a friend of mine called and was like, that he saw my updates that I'm in Lagos. That he also saw that. So it was not like, what am I doing in Lagos? He said, I came for a job, the job has not been, I even did an interview, but they've still not called. I don't even know if they're ever going to call, because, for me not to have heard from them up until this time. So it was like, that the reason why he's calling is because him and his friend, they want to open up a company, and, being that I just graduated, and he also noticed that I'm in Lagos, that if I'm interested, I said, what did you say? If I am interested, is that a question? I said, my friend, I'm interested, Joe. He said, okay, that I should come with my CV. The office is at Lekki. That I should come with my CV the next day. They'll tell me all about the job and everything. So that was how I went the next day, saw the boss and everything, and just asked me a few questions, and they were like, okay, you can start. Whew. That was it too. That was how I started working, all the way from Ikeja to Lekki. I'll go there, I'll wake up by 5 in the morning. Getting home will be around 11, because anybody that knows Lagos know how terrible the traffic can be. My uncle will just be looking at me, what kind of work is this one? You're just busy giving yourself stress. What kind of, you wake up by 5, coming back by 11, 10. I'm like, well, you see, this money, we must make it. I'm not ready to start depending on my parents anymore. I was so passionate to make my own money at that point. I'm like, what's that the point of going to school when you just come back and there's nothing, So that was it though. We continued. So being there is a new company, at some point things didn't really go as planned. And when we went for Christmas break, they told us that they're really not so sure about the next year, but then we should keep our fingers crossed that hopefully things get better and they'll call us. So the child gave us bag of rice and everything. Now I went home for Christmas. Everybody was so happy to see me. Our data is back. So we ate rice, so we celebrated Christmas, did everything. So after the whole celebration, reality dawned on me that back to reality. As I started waiting for this call, sometimes maybe after some time I'll still call my friend, what's up now, what's going on, the job and everything, what's up with the company and everything. We're just like, I should calm down, they'll call us, we'll resume soon. So that was just it until the end of January. I was like, no, I just can't stay like that and be waiting for these guys to call. Let me just go back to Lagos and possibly start submitting CV again. You never can tell, right? You never know where the next job will come from. So I still told my parents, I'm like, I won't be able to wait for these guys. I don't even know, what if the call never comes, right? I'll just be here and be waiting for call that might never come. So that was how February, beginning of February, I came back to Lagos. I started submitting CVs, to different places. And the current job where I am right now, they called me, I went. The startup pay wasn't easy. the startup pay was, oh my God, Nigeria, God will help us in this country. God will help us. It's not easy. For those of you that are not in Nigeria, you guys don't know what God has done for you. This Nigeria is not easy. The startup pay was nothing to write home about. But what can we do? We didn't have a choice and everything. So I went for the interview. They sent me a confirmation that I can start work and everything. This is the pay. When I saw the pay, I just shook my head. But the only thing was, the office was at the Ikeja because it's no longer at Ikeja. That's one reason. So the office was at Ikeja. My uncle's house is also at Ikeja. So I was like, well, if I'm to pay transport, I won't pay that much. So instead of just staying and doing nothing, I should just accept the work while I keep submitting CV, you know, hoping for a better one to come along. And the better one to come along, that's what I'm still waiting for. 4 years later, I'm still with them. Yeah, but then it has been a memorable one. I've learned a whole lot from this current company where I work. Yeah, I've been with them for almost 4 years, and I'm not going to say I have anything to regret. I have no cause to regret. I've learned a lot. Yes, the pay wasn't okay start up, but then as time went on, you know, the money kept on increasing and everything. Yeah, so that's just been it. Pre-NYC and post-NYC. This is me, still here living, still here alive. Yeah, still here working, still in Lagos. That Lagos that we must come. We finally came and now we are in the Lagos, right? Yeah, so I just want to thank God. Yeah, it's not been easy, but I just want to thank my parents. They really played an amazing role, you know, all along, like all throughout the period. It wasn't easy. I know that there are lots of people that are going through this stage right now, especially the ones that are done with service and yet nothing. Like this country, God will help us. Especially the ones that are done with service. Then that I stayed at home for like 4 months and I was complaining. My elder sister was like, you're complaining. Do you know there are people that are done with NYC that finished 5 years, 6 years ago and yet nothing? And it's true, there are lots of people that are done, there are lots of people and yet nothing. So this is me just trying to encourage as many that are done with service, as many that are still there, hoping and believing that definitely one day luck is going to shine on them. Just keep believing, keep hoping. Definitely luck will shine on you. You never can tell when. Just keep submitting that CV, keep going online searching for jobs, keep submitting the CV. You never really can tell where the next amazing opportunity will come. And along the line, I met amazing friends. It won't have been easy without them. Like amazing people. I met amazing people, to say, you know, the least. I met amazing people, and I'm just being hopeful that as many that, you know, are going through whatever they are going through in life right now, especially in search of job, as many, just keep hoping. That's all I can say. Just keep hoping, believing. Definitely God will make a way for each and every one of you. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. If you watched up until this point, I'm really grateful to you all for clicking, not just clicking, and watching up until this point. Please don't forget to subscribe, like if you loved the video. Please just click on the like button, just so I would be able to feel your presence, and also leave a comment, you know, down below, so we can encourage ourselves. Yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much once again. I'm really grateful. Until my next video, ciao.